I never had another hot flash after I started taking it.
I don't have to keep putting on clothes and taking off clothes and wearing different clothes.
My sex life has improved tremendously. I just noticed myself being much more calm.
I was having this plethora of problems with the joint pain, with the lack of energy, with the vaginal dryness. This really made a difference quickly.
It makes me feel like I am in charge.
It's just been a real game changer, life changer.
Story after story after story.
This is one of the few things in my life that I get really emotional about because, you know, I'm not a woman, all right? But when I have given this product to my patients and my family, they have said that it has changed their life. I mean, we all know that if men had to go through menopause and have babies, the world would be over. Let's be honest, right? I mean, you guys, you do it. You do it. I mean, but it's so important that you have to realize now you've done all that you needed to do as a woman. You've had your babies, you've had your career, all this stuff, and now it's your time. But you're sitting in the airport because you're finally getting a chance to go to France and go travel, but you're sitting there sweating because you're having all these changes and you're scared. Why? We know that you don't want hormone replacement therapy because that's very, very dangerous. We know that, especially if you have BRCA2 genes and all these other type of genes out there that give you, it'll make sure that you can't take these hormone replacements. We know that you're going to get brittle bones. We know you're going to have stroke if you take all this stuff. Let me tell you something. We do not want you to have to take it, and there is a study. That's why I'm here. I'm a licensed physician to tell you there is a study that was done, double-blind, placebo-controlled time. What can I do to explain to you that I've looked at the studies, but I've given it to my family, and they have said, this has changed my life. I mean, there's nothing more I can say.
And this is what you just have to answer the question if you're saying yes. All of that, the irritability, the aches, the pains. I mean, there are so many things that go along with that time in our life. Premenopausal, menopausal. So just look at your screen. These are some of the things that Pro-Femin can help with. So right there, I mean,
you got cold sweats, night flashes. I mean, this can destroy marriage. Let's be real here. Menopause can destroy a marriage. If you have aches and pains and mood, anything.
So is this hormonal? Are there hormones in this?
No.
Okay, let's break that down.
That's the beauty. The beauty of this is that this has been taken just 25 million doses around the world. This is nothing new. These are 3 herbs that have been used in Asia for a long time. You got cyantium, phlomis, and angelica. These things are in Pro-Femin that have been around, and they're safe. And then there's no side effect in these profiles that we've done, especially in the clinical trials. We know that you see the beautiful plants here. These are the plants.
So we just take it, what, every day?
You take it 1 tablet twice a day. 1 tablet twice a day. And when I say that to you, you do a lot of things twice a day, okay? This will be, if you have menopause or you're perimenopausal, meaning that you haven't had a period in a year, right? And you know it's that time and you're having these symptoms, you owe it to yourself to take your life back. He who conceals his disease cannot expect to be cured, right? Yeah. So let's say she who conceals her disease cannot expect to be cured. And what I'm saying to you is we have it for you. It's right here. You just have to take that first step because it's here.
Yeah, and once you identify the problem, then you can find the solution. And there is no shame. There's nothing that you did. It is just part of life. And this is for menopausal and premenopausal women. It's not some kind of ointment that you put on. It's not a cream. It's not a shot. There are no hormones. It is safe. It is effective. Millions, 25 million have been spoken for worldwide. We have the best price. Now, we also have the best way to get this. So you don't need a doctor's prescription, any of that. What you can do is you can lock in this price and you can get it every 30 days, every 60 days, or every 90 days. That's what we call subscription. It will come right to your door. So is it the hot flashes? Is it the night sweats? Is it the irritability? It's the aches and pains?
How about this? If you have been misdiagnosed as hypothyroidism, if you've been misdiagnosed as depression, those symptoms may just be the fact that you're perimenopausal and you're still having a period, but you're just around your period, your menopause right now, and you're not actually sure, but you're having all those issues. Come on, you got to do this. You got for you.
And you just get it home and try it. I want you to see this video. Maybe you can relate to some of these women and their stories and their symptoms and how they love Profemin.
I thought menopause just meant your period stopped, you get hot flashes, you get cranky. Maybe that goes for 6 to 8 months and then boom, it's over. I had no idea that vaginal dryness was part of menopause. My relationship with my husband is suffering because sex hurts now. And that's one of the worst things of all. I'm usually so energetic, but right now it's totally a mask. And that is not me. I want my me back. I feel great now. I can't believe it. There's such a big difference. I'm now feeling a lot more rested. I sleep longer and I sleep deeper. And you have so much energy in the morning when you haven't been waking up 5 or 6 times during the night. And my husband's very happy too. I feel like the old me is back. I've always felt younger than my age. For a while there, I was feeling 20 years older. So I guess you would say that Profemin erased 40 years because I'm back to my young, vibrant, fresh self.
Giving women their lives back. With the time that we have remaining, a couple of questions. Hormones, are there any hormones in this?
No hormones in this at all. These are 3 beautiful plants that you saw that have been taken around the world for hundreds of years that give you this feeling that I can get my life back. This should be a no-brainer. And I'm telling you, it works.
Safe, effective, plant-based. If it was just one, if you could say, I can sleep better at night. I mean, all of those symptoms, if you could just improve one of them.
Yes, yeah. And the studies show that you will help all of them. What percentage? I mean, almost 100% of women.
The clinical studies are so impressive, backed. Every product that we're bringing you from Therapetonics, they've been around since 2007. Safe, effective, manufactured in the United States, but also clinically tested and proven to improve your life by really finding those problem areas and giving you the solutions. And then jewelry's coming up tomorrow, so we just want to give you a little bit of a heads up. Melissa Miner's going to be shopping with you tomorrow for gold. And Stefano Virginia will be here from Italy with love, and the 14-karat gold Panther bracelet will be showcased tomorrow. And that's going to be at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central. And then the jacket I'm wearing is from Pamela McCoy, if you missed it. Her boutique up to 60% savings. And this is it, the last chance on her fashion, her outerwear fashion. Go to the website and check out everything. Dr. Corey Hebert is here, and we are in good hands. He just doesn't play a doctor on TV. He is a real licensed MD medical doctor, professor at Tulane University. Okay. He has studied supplements. He has done the casework now with Therapetonics because you really believe in this company.
Absolutely. I mean, people ask me to talk about their products all the time, and until I see double-blind, placebo-controlled trials, I can't do it because I want to know that what I'm saying to you really works. And this is what I'm saying about these products. I have used them. I would, if I were a woman, I would have used Profemin, but I use everything else because it makes me feel better. Makes me feel better.
And they're solutions to problems.
Yes.
So the next problem, we're going to talk about it, and that's your bladder.
That's
your
right.
bladder not being as strong as it used to be. I used to say, my bladder's as strong as a tank.
Yeah, there you go.
And then all of a sudden, I'm like, my bladder's the size of a walnut. I feel like I just went to the bathroom, and now I have to go to the bathroom again.
That's
Can
right.
you relate to it? Are you getting up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom? We have an answer.
Right.
Here it is. Check out this video.
Does your life revolve around frequent trips to the bathroom? Are embarrassing leaks interfering with your life? Are you afraid that a sudden cough or sneeze will cause an accident? Is your bladder out of control? If you answered yes to any of these questions, then you're likely one of the 33 million men and women suffering from the symptoms of a weak or unpredictable bladder.
I couldn't laugh. I can't sneeze without losing maybe a little bit of urine.
Most days, my bladder is definitely running my life. It's a conscious thought.
With Better Bladder, my life has changed tremendously. I am able to be active with the kids and go to my exercise classes and not feel like I have to run to the restroom.
At one point in time, my bladder was running my life. But now, I'm completely in control of my own life.
So Better Bladder is back. You know, when we were watching that video, Doctor,
Yes.
I was noticing different ages.
Oh, absolutely.
Men and women.
Men and women. Look,
yeah.
Your bladder is a muscle. I mean, and doctors love these types of little things, you know, where if you look at it, you see it's a muscle. And what happens is when you stand in front of the mirror, you can see how your muscles used to look when you were 20. and now they look a little flabby. Your bladder exactly is the same thing. It gets kind of flabby, especially
I never
if you've had a baby. The bladder is pushing down on your pelvic floor, decreasing the great connection that you have between your bladder and your brain. So that means that things aren't coordinated very well. If you're a man and you have prostate issues, you think that that's why your bladder is not working. But in actuality, you still have bladder issues, not because of the prostate. It's because of your nerves going from your bladder to your brain. So it just becomes discoordinated and uncoordinated. So basically what happens is we have something that, like I told you, we're talking about studies here. We're going to go to a study again because, I mean, I don't like when people just talk about stuff. I like when people have real information. In a double-blind placebo-controlled study over 142 participants, 63 years of age, 94% had a reduction in leaks and accidents, 90% in a reduction of daytime visits, and 86% in reduction of the urge to go, and 84% in nighttime bathroom visits. Now, I'm going to say something about the nighttime bathroom visits. People don't realize that the #1 reason people break their legs and break their hips, especially in the elderly population, is because they're getting up at night to go to the bathroom and they fall over and break their hip. That affects everyone. So if you're saying right now, well, you don't have these problems, I know what you do have. You have a mom. I know you have a dad that's getting older. And so this is something that you should get for them because they are going more frequently. And then they are going to have a fall and break their hip. And that's going to be an issue. Not to mention the accidents that we have. Let's just say you're at your boss's office and she or he, they're having a conversation with you and they tell a joke and they laugh.
Yep.
And then you laugh, and then you get a little leakage. What are you going to do at that point? Are you going to stand up and then see that, and the boss is going to see that you have a stain on the chair? Or are you going to walk out and the boss is going to see that you had a stain on your pants? I mean, at this point, this is unnecessary anymore. And this, once again, proven in a double-blind study, but the bigger issue is that this has no side effects because the drugs that treat this, I know you've seen them, they can cause you dry mouth, dry eyes, constipation. That's worse than actually having the leakage. And then, God forbid, you have to have surgery. You know what the side effect of surgery is? That means that you can have a bladder that you can't control at all as a side effect. These 3 herbs.
At least try this. Start here. So you can either do the 30, the 60, or the 90 days. So you really just have to answer that question. The question is, how is your bladder? Is your bladder as strong as it used to be? Are you going to the bathroom more often? Do you feel like not as secure when you're laughing or sneezing or whatever the case may be? Or you feel like you have to be close to the bathroom because you're a little bit nervous about being too far away? Because you don't have a strong bladder. Well, the bladder right here, Better Bladder, 33 million Americans have said that, yeah, their bladder isn't as, well, as secure as it used to be.
Fly-by-night thing, and this is what I want people to understand. I wouldn't be here if it was just some fly-by-night situation where, you know, people just take supplements because they just don't know what to do and they just think they should take them. It's 15 years in development with 3 herbs that have been around for hundreds of years. Millions of doses have been taken, and you saw that study. At least 90% of all of those indices, all of those things that really cause problems with the bladder, whether you're going too much or going at late at night, 90% at the very minimum, these people actually had relief. I mean, this is so important.
So the #1 question, does it work? Look right there.
And what I'm saying is that, I mean, I'm not the only doctor that feels this way. I mean, we have other doctors that feel this way.
I want you to see this. This is clinically tested. This is doctor endorsed, Dr. Corey Hebert, but also check out this other doctor that's saying Better Bladder is the way to go.
Yeah.
The treatment of these bladder conditions obviously begin with what you can offer that's the least invasive, that will have the least impact in any kind of potentially negative way. Many of the ingredients in Better Bladder have been used in other supplements. What's really unique about Better Bladder is that none of the other formularies have double-blind placebo-controlled trials. And so really you've got something that's got science behind it that really has been effective both in a clinical and a research setting. Having had the experience as a doctor using Better Bladder in my patients, I can really recommend it with confidence.
Doctor endorsed. Dr. Corey Abar, I want to ask you, so what does Better Bladder, what does it help with?
Yeah, so what it does is that it decreases the frequency, it decreases the urgency, it decreases the nighttime symptoms. And this is 33 million people suffer from this. There's no reason to suffer any longer. I'm telling you, you got to take back your life and make it better.
Safe, natural,
and effective.
If clinically tested, proven to work. Get it now, either the 30 days, the 60 days, or the 90 days. Now, what we're giving you is the best price that you can find anywhere on all of the products by Therapetonics. They've been around since 2007. The most popular product right now is Cebria. It is back. It is about your memory, but it's also about your thinking so that you have clarity with your thoughts. That fog is delicious. Check it out. We're going to keep things regular and help with your digestion with this daily cleanse.
I feel sluggish, gassy, bloated, and I don't like it.
I am feeling bloated, and I feel like I've gained weight.
I have a lot of bloating and gas, and I'm really ready for a change now.
It's very effective. It's been an amazing product for me.
I started feeling...
This is where, you digest your food, and then it goes out through your rectum. There's 10 pounds of extra funk and just toxicity in your colon. 10 pounds. And people say, well, I need to take a cleanse. But you know why they hate it? They hate it because it's a jolt, man. It's a real jolt.
They can't leave the house.
They can't leave the house. People don't like not leaving the house, and they feel like they're going to have this explosive diarrhea. And you know what? I can't blame them, because when you look at this, it's 10 pounds. I mean, that's real. But what I will tell you is that you maintain your automobile. You wash the outside of your car all the time. Why don't you, do you just let your inside of your car get dirty? No, you actually clean the inside too. That's what this is about. No jolt, a daily cleanse, one time a day. And what it does is that it, by the way, it has magnesium in it, so it actually lets the water come into the colon. That's the first thing. Number two, it's got this fiber called Fibest, which is a proprietary fiber that makes it so that it's very smooth and not jolting, because nobody wants that, right? And then you have to remember it also contains a probiotic. And you gotta have a probiotic, because gut health is so important. 70% of your gut is, 70% of your immune system is in your gut. People don't realize that. So that's why there's so many probiotics out there.
That buzz a lot. Gut health.
Gut health,
so
absolutely.
You take this every day. What is it, a scoop?
Yes, it's a scoop, but I'm going to show you, because this is your alternative. This is called psyllium. Now, I want you to see, this doesn't even look good. Nobody's going to take this, right? And then you stir it.
Lemonade.
It's lemonade. It's lemonade.
This is lemonade.
100% of the people that took this, on a survey that we did, actually said that they felt at least one benefit from either bloating or constipation or excess diarrhea, all these types of things. 100% of the people did this. I mean, think about that. And when you talk about how you feel heavy, you feel bloated all the time, you feel tired. This is the cure in that way, so people can actually not feel, all those really horrible things.
So if you're feeling that way, there's a reason why. I mean, we're looking, because you are backed up.
You are totally backed up, and we want you to go to the bathroom daily. We want you to have a bowel movement every day. We don't want you to sit there and strain. By definition, you are not supposed to strain when you have a bowel movement. It's not supposed to hurt. And so what I want you to really understand is I want you to get one of these little stools that makes you push your legs up like this when you actually have a bowel movement, because that actually makes it easier. Not just this, but I want you to just really have an easier way to go. So you get a little stool, you sit up like this, but at the same time, but I want you to know. Look at her drinking this.
You guys,
this is so important.
This is really, really good.
And that's the thing. Now look at this. Look, it's already a gel. Look at this. It is a gel.
15 calories.
Can I get a camera?
Really, really good.
And when
that doesn't taste good.
Look, it's a gel. Look at that.
Well, that
already. And you look, you can't. I mean, you can't.
That looks like something that you'd exfoliate your skin with.
Exactly. And everybody wants to be cleansed.
So if I'm feeling gassy or bloated, that's another sign, right?
That's another sign.
So it's not just being constipated,
but
gassy, bloated, sluggish.
And the good part about it is that, you talk about autoimmune diseases, you talk about lupus and hypothyroidism, all these types of things. A lot of people are really finding out now that these are because their immune system is thrown off, because their gut is so thrown off, because you're taking so many antibiotics. You're doing all these things and you're not replenishing your gut. You're eating too much sugar. This is the way that you can take care of your body. You only have one. Take care of your body every day.
You
this
know
is
what,
your
doctor?
juice. This is your juice every day. When you take it's the orange juice.
Even if it didn't do all that, it just tastes too darn good. If that, I just want it for the taste.
I mean, it's literally it tastes like lemonade.
We have the best price that you can find anywhere. You're going to take 1 scoop a day. It's 15 calories. It's either the 30 days, the 60, or the best value, which is the 90. And then it's subscription, but it's about, reducing bloating and gas and sluggishness and regularity, gut health.
The bow tie don't lie. I'm telling you, you heard it here first.
And it tastes delicious.
And it tastes delicious. This is what you drink every day. That's what I drink every day.
Cheers
every
to
day.
your
And
health.
I am
Cheers. And you are regular.
Smooth, baby. Smooth.
I think everybody should wear bow ties from now on.
Let's do it.
Everybody should.
Everybody should.
Hi, Skip. What do you got for us?
Skip. The Comfy Walk is back. It's been our most successful product since last night. And I told George this last night. We have sold now, I've got to get a new number, but we've sold over 11,000 of these. Why? Because it's going to cushion your feet. It's going to make you more comfortable. You slip these right into your shoes. We have men's, we have women's, we have 4 great colors. We have a travel mesh bag, and it has been so popular because of what this does. Reviews are crazy. Please go and read the reviews. They're $19.99, 6 value pay of $3.33. Brand new colors for you now, black, red, green, or blue. Now you pay $19.99 for the first pair with shipping of $4.99. If you buy any additional, because you definitely want to get them for the rest of the family, right? You want to get 1 pair for every pair of shoes that you have. Free shipping and handling for any past that first one, all right? We're going to show you a brief little video, and then we're going to come back and meet George Hene. He is the inventor of the Comfy Walk. Watch this.
Yeah, they slide right in. They fit perfectly. Okay, feel good. I like these. Can I keep them?
Boy, that was easy. Fits right in there. It's almost like being barefoot, but having like the best support possible at the same time.
No cutting or measuring? I could wear these all day. They're really comfortable.
And just remember, before we say hi to George here, blue, green, black, or red. We have men's sizes, we have ladies' sizes. And all you have to do is say, I want either the men's or the ladies. There's no cutting. You put it into your shoe, and I don't care if it's a tennis shoe, ladies, if it's a high heel shoe, and we're going to show you in a minute, but only $19.99. This is George Hene.
How are you? Good to see you again. And you know
my
what?
Friend?
Those testimonials you just saw, they're real testimonials. They're not paid testimonials. What happened is I went with my wife and the crew, went to a mall and asked people to just try them on, and then we start taping them. Here we go. We got those 3. We got more, like 20 of them, actually. Yeah. But we have to spend another hour here.
Time's sake.
But those are real testimonials. They're not paid testimonials. I'm saying there's no air officially. They're the real deal.
What'd they say off camera, though?
No.
What'd they tell you?
Well, you heard the last one say, can I keep him?
Yeah.
And of course, we gave it to her. She was so happy with it.
Yeah.
The question is, why is his insoles selling so well? My insoles are selling so well for one simple reason. They're the only insoles in the world today that really give you the comfort and cushion that you need. Because if you go right now to an encyclopedia or you go to Google, whatever, you will see that insole means comfort and cushioning. That's the reason why an insole was created for.
Yeah.
So if you can get both, you are in business. But the only insole in the world that today provides you this fantastic amount of cushioning, this unique comfort, is my insole. This is, I mean, you can see right now, we have all these colors now. This is something that was requested by everyone. They want to have different colors because they like colors. They find, you know what, we give you colors.
We can do that. And don't be confused with insoles.
Yes.
This is not, even though they call this an insole, this is a liner. This lines the inside of your shoe.
No, but it's only a one layer. I mean, you have to think about one layer. Just look at it. Well, don't move. Now look at this one here too. Also one layer. Right. This is a well-known brand. I won't say the name. Look at this one too.
This one you have to cut down.
You have to cut it. You know what? You don't have to cut down Comfy Walk insole. You know why?
Look how thin it is.
It was so well designed. That's the reason I got the patent. It was so well designed that you just put them into your shoe, and that's it. It's going to work for you. It's called a 3/4 insole. You put them into your shoe. There's only 2 sizes: men,
got mine on,
and women.
There it is.
You have another testimony here. I mean, this gentleman here sells thousands of different products every other day.
I'm on my feet all the time.
Everything. But this is the real deal. He has his on, and I got more people, actually a lot of people, a couple of people here in this group. And the waitress, I told you the story of the waitress at the hotel.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Because I gave her the other day to try one of my insoles. She went crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Let's talk about right now, why are they so good? What's so special about them? 5 layers, okay? 5 layers. Think about this. Every single insole in the world has usually 1 or 2 layers. That means 1 or 2 benefits. My insole, Comfy Walk, has 5 layers. 5 layers means 5 different benefits. And all of that for the price of less than 1. Because
That's
only
right.
$19.99.
That's right.
I mean,
yeah.
I was supposed to be selling it for $99. I forget.
Here are the 5 layers. Here they are.
Layers. This one here is my favorite. You know why? You see every single detail, every single line here. I know the
has a
camera
purpose.
can bring it. Everything here, there's a reason for it. So once you put in your feet, you right on top of my insole Comfy Walk, immediately you feel that cushion, that unique cushion that you've never going to feel in any other sole in the world. That's why it's called Comfy Walk. Right here. And then this one here is ceramic fiber.
Yeah.
What's ceramic fiber? For those of you, ceramic fiber is also known as Kevlar. What it does is the lightest but yet strongest fiber in the world. It's used for bulletproof
the vests. Yeah.
I mean, they shoot bullets at it. It won't go through you. It's also used to build rockets. You know what? I decided to use it to be right above, under your arch. So once you put it into your foot, into your shoe, you put your foot, you put the arch, that's it. You'll feel the support of your arch. And I don't know about you, but I'm 70 years old. And I want to keep my balance as good as possible. Because I don't want to be falling off. There's more than 315,000 people that fell off and had surgery here, hip surgery last year. I don't want to be statistic.
And you've got a bad knee, too.
I have a bad knee.
Yeah.
So I need to protect myself.
Yeah.
Thanks to this here, this little piece here, there's no other insole in the world. You can go now to any store, any drugstore, anywhere. You will not find an insole with the arch support that I have made out of Kevlar.
All right. Hey, by the way,
one is this one here.
Real quick, if you own this, we want to hear from you. Call in, okay? Testimonial lines open.
This here, Optron. Okay. Now we're talking about something real delicate. I want everybody in America to look at this. I want to ask the camera to please point this at me. I want to give you something. Before this, I want to show you this. A foot is a very complex unit. Your foot has 26 bones. Look at this. It has 19 muscles, 33 joints, and 107 ligaments. And every time you step on, hear this and look at it.
Let's go down to the table here. Watch this. Hold on. There you go.
Okay? That means every time you hit it, you know how many times you hit it a day? At least 1,000 times, 1,000 steps a day. The average here in America steps a day are 5,000. Just imagine. Now, if you do it with my insole, it goes like this, nothing's going to happen to you. You know why? First, because here I got the Optron. Optron is this. You see this material right here? This is Optron. Right on your heel. Same Optron that goes right here on the arch, as well together with a Kevlar. So if you take this material, which is most of the insoles in the world, are made out with this material right here. This right here. I want to ask you to make a skip. Tell everyone it's the same size.
Same size.
But it's the same weight.
Same weight, too.
Okay?
Yep.
Now check this out, okay? All of America, check this out. You will not believe this. Hear this. And look here and look at it. Okay, this is what has been happening to your body for the past 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 years. Who knows? Every time you take a step, no more. As of today, when you receive your Comfy Walk insole, it's going to be gone. You know why? Because Optron, the way I show you, it is right here, you see it?
The black part.
The black part here and right here in the middle. Look at this, okay?
Now watch this.
First, I'm going to show you again because this is very wild, incredible. It's not absorbing any energy, just letting it go back and forward to the whole body. Now look at this. Okay, one more time. You won't believe it. You know what happened? It absorbed all the negative energy. You have no negative energy going to your body. You know how good it is for you?
Yeah.
You have to protect your bones. I don't know if you're, I mean, I'm 70, I said it before. If you're 40, 50, 60, or 70, your bones are getting tired. Your muscles are getting tired. Your ligaments are getting tired. Your joints are getting tired. You need to protect it. Trust me, believe me. Not only going to feel comfortable, you're going to put them on, you're going to say, oh, wow, this is amazing. I mean, it's like the day you put on your reading glasses, you start reading, you say, oh my God, I can read everything, it's so clear. Oh, the same thing then you're going to put on, you're comfy walking, so you're going to go crazy.
All right, come over here. I want to talk to you for a minute. Fix your earpiece, because we're going to take, if you can get his earpiece, we're going to take a phone call in a minute. We want you to hear him. So I want to go through the colors for you once again.
Yes.
This is 43% off, $19.99. We have them now available in colors of green, black, blue, and red. Black is the most popular, and it's even across the board, men's and women's. Now, if you buy one pair, $19.99 and $4.99 shipping. If you get a second or third or fourth or fifth or sixth pair, we will ship those absolutely free of charge. And the travel mesh bag comes with it too. We're going to say hi to Erica. She is calling in from Virginia, and I believe she already owns a pair. Is that true, Erica?
Hi, yes, I do. Actually, I own 2 pairs, and I absolutely love them.
Tell us about them. What was the difference between the day before you put them in your shoes and then the day after you put them in your shoes?
Well, I have a couple of toddlers, so I'm on my feet all the time, running around behind them. And I used to get a lot of pain on my feet. I just couldn't stand it. By the end of the day, I just wanted to put my feet up and rest.
Yeah.
But when I started wearing these insoles, I mean, the change was amazing. It just felt like I was walking on a cloud, literally.
Walking on a cloud.
Yeah, thank you. I love you. Thank you.
I have a question, Erica. Did you feel that your posture had improved?
I do feel that I'm being able to walk a little bit straighter.
Yeah.
I don't
You
punch
walk a
that
little
much
straighter,
because
you
I feel
said,
like I
right?
have.
Love it, love it, love it. Yes.
I love the new colors, so I actually wanted to order a pair in the lime green and in the red.
No problem.
Go for it.
All you do is you stay right there on the phone, do not hang up, and then we will take care of you. How's that?
That is great.
All right.
I also, by the way, that they're one size, so I can just buy them as a gift, and I don't have to worry about if it will fit them or not. So
Good
that's
point.
awesome, too.
It's the difference, Erica, of getting one of these, for example, and having to cut them down and putting these pretty much in every shoe that you have. Now, I'd like to ask you to do me a favor.
Yes.
Would you go through your famous blue board?
Yes.
Because this sums it up. It tells you about all the improvements, all the unique features, and these are pretty much exclusive.
Not all. Some of its unique features. Yeah. Because I got many more, but I have to stay. I'll ask Evine to give me 2 hours to be here.
Exactly. So these are just the top 5.
All right. Okay. My insoles provide a unique, precise arch support that's made of ceramic fiber, also known as Kevlar, like no other insole in the world. My insoles have 5 layers. Each layer comes with a different benefit. It's like having 5 insoles in one, like no other insole in the world. My unique design allows our insoles fit in all types of shoes, even in most high heels. Ladies, listen, in most high heels, amazing, like no other insole in the world. My insoles are made with amazing materials. You saw me before. One of them, Optron, is our own material, and it reduces negative impact from walking and running like no other insole in the world. And the last one, not the least one, my insoles provide the immediate, oh wow, cushioning and oh wow comfort, thanks to our unique patent design like no other insole in the world. I mean, this is why they're selling so much. That's why it has become the #1 insole ever sold in the history of Evine.
Yeah.
That's why it's been selling in other countries around the world so well, because
you
people
saw that
are happy.
montage where he's traveling all over the world. I got to tell you, you're one of the luckiest.
Can I ask you?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, that's all right.
Pick up the phone. Call your friends after you order. Ask them to come and tune in to Evine and check this out, because you're going to do them a favor. This is the only place you can actually buy them at this price, because if you go to Amazon, they're $39. You go to my website, at $39. Evine today, because of today's top value, has it at just $19.99. That's 10 cents a day.
And we break it up into 6 payments if they want.
I mean, that's
$3.33.
Which just comes out to 10 cents a day of cushioning and comfort. And if you go to an encyclopedia, Google, what is an insole made for? An insole was created to give you comfort and to give you cushioning. Can we have maybe some of the...
I want to tell them about our return policy real quick, and then we'll go back and show you the features.
Yes, please.
And then we're going to show you that they fit almost every shoe.
Yeah, I want to show you one of my
And
patents. There's
here's
so
the
much to
patent.
do.
Yeah.
There's so much.
So we got a lot to do. Now, we've got 3 more shows, so don't go away. I mean, you're going to be here all afternoon.
But we're going to be running
Look,
because
high
I know
heels.